ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another homemade weapons video. I'm going to start off with this, which I guess isn't really a weapon. It's just a replica gun that I made, but you know, it can't really be used for hitting anyone or anything like that. Well, it could, but it's not the main function of it. It's really just for show. So yeah. Okay, so the main body of the gun, as you can see here, is just made out of a piece of wood that I cut to size, and then just rounded it with a file a bit. Didn't do loads of work on the body, just left it pretty much like how it was. This handle piece here, I just cut out, filed, and just smoothed it a bit to make sure it feels okay when it's in your hand. And I just added this black tape afterwards just because there was like some markings on the wood I wanted to go over. This small piece here is just a separate piece, it's glued on. The trigger thing, there's not actual trigger, just a hole. It's just this little square piece of wood I had that I just drilled through to make it look like a trigger guard. And the barrel here is just a piece of steel rod that I had. I just cut down, drilled a hole there, just stuck it in and glued it in there. So yeah, that's the homemade replica gun. It does look pretty realistic. If you're up close you probably would be able to tell that it's not real, but if it was dark or you were far away, it would look quite real, and it might, it could be used for scaring people, or if someone's coming to attack you, you can make it look like you got a gun. So yeah, that's pretty much the gun. And I just forgot to mention there, obviously I'm not going to include a clip of the gun being tested because it doesn't fire, it's just for show. So this second weapon here is a flail, and I'm pretty sure everyone that's ever made a homemade weapon has made a flail at some point. And I hadn't, so I just thought, why not, I'll go for it. It's a very simple design. This main body is just one piece of thick doweling that I had, and then I just made a flat point here, and then screw this screw in there. Don't know if you can really see it with the chain on it, but yeah, you can see the head there. And then I had this piece of chain lying around, so I squeezed open the links, and then I put them over there, and then I squeezed them shut so they don't come off. It's probably not the most efficient way of putting them on there, but it is pretty strong. I've used it a few times, they haven't come off, so that's that. There isn't really a main head to it, just this padlock, which is pretty heavy. As you can see, the chain goes down about, it stops just before the handle, which is good because it minimises the risk of it hitting your hand when you're swinging it or whatever. So yeah, there's that. It's pretty good, pretty strong, and I'll include a clip of me testing it here. Here's what I'm testing the flail on. It's just this, it's that thick, is a porcelain tile, just in case you're wondering. So here's that clip. So here's what the flail did, completely smashed it. Pretty happy with that. I may just double up this piece and this piece here, just to give it an extra test, see how it goes. So here's that. Okay, so here's the tile after doubling up, and I'm very happy with that. Flail works just fine. Smashed it with not really any, power. I wasn't really swinging that hard, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, and the final weapons in this video are these two machetes here. I'll show you this one, which I made a while ago first. Just made from a single piece of metal that was just cut out of like a long, strip. Then I just grinded the handle, smoothed out the back end here, Added these two, like, I didn't really know what they are or why I added them, but I thought it looked a bit plain without them. Added these holes to line it up and to make it look a bit better. And it hasn't got a flat end, it's got this point at the end which is pretty blunt at the moment because, you know, I haven't used it for a while, I haven't sharpened it. I don't know if you can see there, but the bevel is pretty sharp. This one's probably not as sharp as the other one, but yeah. It's got a string handle here. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Not the best thing, not really that special, but you know, I thought I'd show you it. And I'll test that in a moment with this one. This one is very simple design. It's just this strip of metal here. These holes were just already in the metal, but you know, I just thought I might as well use it with them. The handle, these two blocks of wood. It looks a bit fat, you know, it looks a bit strange with the handle, but it is pretty comfortable, you know, it fits in my hand pretty nicely, not too big. So yeah, this one's definitely longer. I would say it's a bit too long actually, but you know, this one's much sharper. I spent, you know, a while sharpening this with a sharpening stone and the grinder and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty strong just because it's one piece of metal, as is this one. So yeah, that's the final two weapons in this video, and I just include a quick clip of me testing them here, and yeah. So that was kind of hard to see, but there's what this one did. I'd like it to, you know, cut the bottom in half really, but you know, with minimal sharpening and whatnot, you know, that's acceptable, I guess. Not the best, but yeah. So with this one, I'm not going to test this end here, just because it's so blunt, as you can probably see, and hasn't been sharpened for ages. This has retained a pretty good edge, so I'll test that end. Okay, so that machete managed to like split the lid. It was kind of like a cut on the side, but then it just came off. It wasn't the best, but my bathroom's being redone, so the water is off, so I can't fill it up properly to cut it properly. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I know it's a pretty crappy test, and I'm sorry, but I'll try and do some better tests for the next video. So yeah.